Last video, I showcased the part 2 to my Five Nights at Freddy's 2 custom minifigure showcase remakes. Those figures included the Wizards, like Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Withered Chico, Withered Foxy, and Withered Golden Freddy. And if you really want to see those figures, and if you haven't, I'd recommend either going to my Instagram or going back to that video. But this video is part 3, which will be the Shadow animatronics, pretty much all of the secret characters except for the endoskeleton. That includes Shadow Freddy, Shadow Bonnie, and JJ. Only 3 figures this video, because these are the last ones left. I honestly probably should have saved them for the last part, but who cares? It's more organized this way, having the toys, the withers, and the secret characters, in my opinion. If you don't know what FNAF 2 is, go watch the last one. I have an explanation there, but if you, just in case you don't, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was an indie horror game made by developer Scott Cawthon. It was released in 2004. No, it was released in 2014, and is the sequel to the popular game Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's get to this. Bye. Characters. First off is Shadow Freddy, because he's pretty much the same as my last ones. Like Golden Freddy and Withered Freddy. He uses the same technique for the helmet as seen last time, which is that little flash helmet that is loosely on it because of the fact that I sculpted the bottom jaw onto the bottom jaw. And there's a magnet inside of the head, and right here, I don't know what, and right here, it's glued in there, so that way when you put it on, it stays on nice and tight. All the details sculpted on him, like his stomach, the toes, the arms, bow tie, the head, even has wires, and his top hat. And the eyes are sunken in, and I painted a white dot on them. My cats are being a little bad right now. You should be good, please. I'm grabbing my Golden Freddy to use as a comparison. So here's a comparison between my Golden Freddy, my Withered Golden Freddy, and my Shadow Freddy. They look alike, I would say. He's just a purple color, which is this color, Purple Iris. I think it's a really good shade of purple for Apple Barrel. Then I used gloss white for all of the white on his body. Yeah, I think he looks great. Alright, next up we have Shadow Bonnie, who is, I don't think you've seen the original one unless you've seen my FNAF 2 fan film, which that one was just an all-black minifigure with a sculpted head, and it's kind of the same thing I did here, except that I just repainted him with a gloss black, sculpted his arms, toes, stomach, and the bow tie, because originally it was the only thing that was really sculpted was the bow tie, but I wanted that like silhouette look, so I had to sculpt everything else. And then the head is the same head, is just black clay that I cut off the original teeth and I sculpted in some new ones. And I painted all the white areas of gloss white. And the entire body is gloss black, Apple Barrel right there. Just to get it that nice shadow look. I was thinking about using that like blackest black paint, where like it literally just looks like a shadow. But I decided against it, as that would be expensive for like a little bit of paint. So I just went with a gloss black, and I think it looks great. Yeah, so this is Shadow Bonnie. I'm hoping he's in the movie. doesn't look the same as my balloon boy, but honestly, I think it's better. I might actually remake Balloon Boy using this technique for the head, because the head was pretty hard to get right. Yeah, I pretty much use just like a normal minifigure, except for the head. The head is a minifigure head that I sculpted over. And what I did first is I sculpted the head first, and the nose, and I sculpted the base head first, then I sculpted the nose and the hat, and I also put in the wire beforehand before I put in the little propeller. Then I sculpted the propeller and the hair. Before I did the hair, I gloss over it using this Mod Podge matte. Give it a glossy look. Give it more of a shine to it, make it look classic. And pretty much, I think it looks great. I used, for the purples and blues, I used cobalt hue for the darker blues. And then on areas where like the dark blues would be, I would use cloudless for like the line. Then I would use purple iris for like the thicker purple sections. Then I would use lilac mist for the in between of the for the lines in between the purples. Yeah, I used an image of her as reference from the games, and this is what the top of her propeller looks like. It doesn't work because it is glued in there. Okay, well I guess it's not anymore. Here's a good tutorial thing. If you want to know how I re-glue stuff, I use this type of glue, and I just squeeze a little bit in there. Squeeze a little bit in there, and then I just pop it on. There it is. Okay, so that's JJ. That's JJ. Okay, so that was my showcase of my last of the FNAF 2 custom minifigures. I hope you all liked these. If you want to see any minifigures that I have not revealed yet, because I do that all the time, like my Halloween special that will be releasing on Halloween this year, you can go find that on my Instagram here. And I just want to say, if you have anything to say about these customs, any critiques, or any minifigures that you would recommend, or any franchises, just let me know in the comments. I love to read all of them. Make sure you like, so that way, and subscribe, so that way my videos are pushed out more, because my videos haven't really been doing well lately, and I would always appreciate it a lot. It always means the world to me, and I would like to do this more. But yeah, I really thank you guys. Have a good one. This has been GHD. I did some stuff.